DeForest, I know you've played through a lot in your career. How are you feeling? Obviously missed practice yesterday.
No, yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. Better than Monday. Just taking it one day at a time. Doing everything that I can to be out there on the field with my guys.
Having a chance to go back and look at the film from Sunday, what are the things you're implementing this week from like a run defense standpoint?
No, yeah, honestly, just run fits. Staying gap sound, and just a little techniques, fundamental in technique. Footwork, using our hands. In the run game. Up front, setting better edges. Obviously getting off blocks. Just little things like that. That really hurt us in the game.
Jonathan, being that you played college football at Wisconsin, how excited are you for a chance to go to Green Bay, play your first game at Lambeau Field?
I've been waiting for this one. Definitely hoping I get a Lambeau leap in. Hopefully I don't get anything poured on me. I've seen reports of that, but it's really going to be fun. Wisconsin should be one heck of a state to be in right now, especially Saturday. The Badgers have Bama coming into town, so it should be pretty lively.
Friendly wager at all between yourself and Ryan Kelly with the Bama-Wisconsin battle?
I need to go ahead and have a word with him because I just know me and Tanner are both very, very confident. We know Luke Fickell is going to have those guys ready.
Talked to Ryan yesterday a little bit about just establishing some long drives, getting this run game going. What are the things that you implement this week?
Number one, we just got to make sure that we're on our run tracks for our running backs. We're on our run tracks. We're staying on course, but also that we're being patient. We're letting those guys work up front. They do a heck of a job. So making sure that we let them do their jobs. We got to have a little tempo to ourselves and let everything fold and develop.
Pretty big difference, though, with this offense. Jordan Love to Malik Willis. What do you guys prepare for with Willis back there?
Well, yeah, he likes to escape the pocket. He's really good with it, escaping the pocket and trying to extend plays. And we got to do a good job up front when we get the opportunity to rush him, to really keep him in the pocket and keep him contained in there. We're expecting obviously a heavy run game, especially in what we put on film last week. Because they got Josh Jacobs and he's a really good back. And they probably don't want to put the game in Malik Willis' hands. So, just expecting a lot of run game.
You guys have seen a lot of Josh Jacobs over the last few years. What are the things that stand out about him, his ability in the run game?
No, yeah, he's a patient runner. You know what I'm saying? He can, he'll wait for the holes to open, and he's got good acceleration, and he can really, obviously off of contact, he can get the yak yards. So, he's a really good back. We're gonna have to, rally to the ball, fly around to the ball, population on the ball.
When you see your quarterback carrying bodies in there, carrying defenders across the goal line, how excited does that make you? What effect does that have across this offense?
It's electric, so when you see him take off, especially like that one run down by the goal line, and you're excited, and then you're like, oh, but you just see the skill set that he has, and he's able to do those certain things, and it just rallies not even the offense but the entire team. It just boosts the energy up. It has that momentum sky high, so it's very exciting, and you guys are going to be seeing probably a lot more plays like that throughout the year from him.
Is that physicality of a quarterback like anything that you've seen? Is there anything you can compare that to?
No, not that a quarterback that I've played with. This will be the first. So it's like I mentioned, it just does something to the team when you see one of your leaders, the guy who's at the helm, being able to take charge like that, being able to make an explosive play like that, willing himself to do that. You can't ask much more from a quarterback. You can't ask much more.
First time this team's playing at Lambeau in 8 years.
Yeah.
How often have you played there? Your impressions of just the opportunity?
Yeah, I played there once actually back in I think it was 2018. It was a great experience. You know what I mean? I think it was Monday Night Football when I played there. So the atmosphere was crazy. It was loud. So it's going to be exciting.
Is it a special place? You've been there a lot of places.
No, yeah, it's definitely a special place. You know what I'm saying? They have a really good crowd, good fan base. There's a lot of history there, and it's just one of those cool, places to play at.
JT, how much are you and this team looking forward to the first road game of the year? You guys were 5-3 away from Lucas last year. Just the us against the world mentality here.
Yeah, I'm excited, especially because when you go on the road, it's really just you guys. You're a band of brothers. You walk into a stadium, everybody's booing you. No one wants to see you succeed. It's only us. It's only us out there. So that's why I think a lot of times when guys are on road games, it's just a different level of energy because everyone's against you.
You mentioned here in the booze, it is always a tough place to play there at Lambeau Field. It's their home opener. What do you guys have to do between yourself, this O-line, Anthony, in terms of a communication standpoint for what you anticipate on Sunday?
Communication has to be A1. Like you mentioned, it's their home opener. It's at Lambeau. They're going to be loud the entire game nonstop. So we have to make sure we do a great job, all being on the same page, making sure our communication is to a T, because it's not going to be easy. I know it's definitely going to be loud in there for sure.